Welcome to another edition of Our City. As I said last week, and I will begin the show again this week, I want to thank all of the members of law enforcement, whether it be the Union County Sheriff's Department, the Union County Prosecutor's Office, the FBI, the State Police, and of course the Elizabeth Police Department, Elizabeth Fire Department, and the first responders for responding a couple of weeks ago to a train station incident where there were 5 devices that were explosive. As we all know, the one device was disarmed and exploded, and the other 4 were wrapped up and sent to Quantico, Virginia for further analysis. I also want to thank the 2 gentlemen who went through the garbage can and found that backpack and eventually walked over to police headquarters to tell us about it. It made the city safer, and the residents of our community can continue about their daily lives. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On Thursday, October 6th at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to join members of the Italian community in our city as they raise the Italian flag in celebration of Italian heritage in front of City Hall. And later that evening at 6:30, I'm going to join the Boy Scouts of America, the 2016 Service Awards dinner. This year's event is going to be held at the Newark Airport Marriott Hotel, located at 1 Hotel Road in Newark, New Jersey. It's actually located right inside of the airport. In addition, I'd like to remind you that City Hall on Monday will be closed October 10th in honor of Columbus Day. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. Please stay with us after these messages, where I'm going to talk to Rotary members and then students, and then Mr. Conti from the Edison Culinary Institute about Taste of the Towns in the city of Elizabeth, a great event that you don't want to miss.
Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University.
Welcome back to Our City, and I'm pleased to be joined for the first segment of this show by Mr. Ken Ricciuzzo of the Rotary Club and Mr. Art Lepdell, also of the Rotary Club, in talking about Taste of the Towns, an event sponsored by the Rotary Club for how many years, guys?
This is number 10.
10 years.
10th year.
And Ken, you've been involved in all 10, right?
Oh, yes, and beyond.
So first of all, tell us about yourself, your involvement with the Rotary, how that started.
Okay, well, I'm a Jersey guy, born in Kearney, grew up in North Arlington, went to Rutgers, graduated, and I won't give you the year, and came to work in Elizabeth in 1978 for B.B. Miller Insurance. Worked there for 30 some odd years till I retired, and have stayed connected with the city. I really enjoyed being here. I enjoyed all the people I met.
So you left college and worked for B.B. Miller?
Almost a little space in between, but a little insurance company in Newark for a while, and then to B.B. Miller.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Art, your involvement not only here, but how did you come up through the ranks in the city of Elizabeth?
I came to New Jersey in 2000. I was brought here by the Boy Scouts of America to serve the territory of Elizabeth.
You sound like you came here tied up.
So I've been here ever since, joined the Rotary Club, and have been able to contribute back. I'm the current president of the club here in Elizabeth.
And your role with the Boy Scouts, that's your job, right?
Yes, I'm currently serving as the field director. We cover a 6-county area, serving 20,000 young people.
And has your career always been with the Boy Scouts, Art?
It has. I've served in Connecticut, 2 locations in New Jersey, and I was also in New York City briefly.
So Ken, tell us, Taste of Elizabeth, what is it? And I know what it is.
Yeah.
I enjoy the event tremendously.
It's a food and wine tasting event primarily. It's at the Renaissance Newark Airport Hotel this year on October 17th. Currently we have 38 tables of food, beverages, coffees, desserts. You come, you buy a ticket, you circle around and see what you think looks interesting and eat and drink to your heart's content.
In my case, it's every table.
Oh, good.
That's my problem.
We should have a special award for somebody that can do all 38.
So Art, have you been involved in all 10 years in the Taste of Elizabeth?
Part of that time I was serving in another area in Jersey, but most of them. Certainly the Elizabeth Rotary Club is celebrating its 100th year this year. It's a very big celebration that we're having.
And the sponsors of this event?
Our primary sponsors this year are Trinitas Regional Medical Center and Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery. And also our partners in this are the Greater Elizabeth Chamber and Edmo. They help us a lot with promoting the event, publicity.
Every year I have gone to this event, I don't think I've missed. I can tell you that from my perspective, as someone who's not involved in planning or organizing, nor is my team, there's a lot of people there.
Oh, there are. Usually about 400 people. And unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, we're glad to have that, but that's about as big as we can get. I mean, we could grow a little more, but as far as the venue goes, the 40 tables or so and 400 people that's pretty much capacity. We couldn't hold much more.
So what is
than
the
that.
cost of the tickets and where do the proceeds go?
Tickets are $35 each. Proceeds go back to the Elizabeth Rotary Club for our different projects that we have. Our scholarship fund, which I know you come to our luncheon every year. We've hit the $500,000 mark in scholarships this year, and donations to various local charities. One of our larger ones this year was to the New Trinitas Emergency Room. Made a $10,000 donation to their emergency room fund.
And Ken, who came up with the idea of Taste of Elizabeth? Was it your idea? 10 years
No,
ago?
actually, well, it goes back 23 years when we started the Taste of the Towns, which was at Pantages Renaissance in Scotch
Oh,
Plains.
so the Rotary did that one.
We did
which
that
was-
one
which
too,
was more
yeah.
of a county function.
It was, and that was started by a Rotarian named Mike Porcelli. Doug Harris was one of the. I think he was still in grade school, but he was one of the original. He was one of the original chairmen of that, and John Jacobson. So that really took off and morphed into Taste of Elizabeth 10 years ago.
Taste of the Towns, the county event's over.
Well, yes, yeah. There was so much competition. We were really the first ones to do something like that, and eventually every town started doing their own, and different organizations started doing. So to do one for a whole county really got tough. And
I got to tell you, the restaurants in Elizabeth are second to none.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why we did it. We knew we'd have plenty of restaurants.
Tell us about some of the vendors. Tell us about some of the.
Okay, I brought my list this year because my little memory.
Because you want to remember all those
absolutely
restaurants, right?
does not go more than 10, and there's 38 here. So we have Alvarez Cafe, Bayway Liquors, Beach House Beers, KATB Liquors, which is Peruvian pisco.
You're not going to read all 38 vendors, are you?
No, well, we're running out of time. Okay, I'll do the restaurants. Don Felix, the Edison Academy, who you'll have on later.
We're
the
gonna have them on in a
culinary
few
school.
minutes.
Yep. Eli's Pizza and Pasta, First Republic Restaurant and Lounge, the Garden Restaurant, the Lobby, Liberty Hall Museum.
Hospital food?
Hospital food will be there. Trinitas will be there. Toomey Restaurant, the Urban Griddle, Valenza, Yoli's, Noodle Fan, Parador Rojo, and of course our Tequila Bistro and Torna a Sorrento, one of our favorites.
And there's also beer.
And there's also beer
and the
and
Renaissance to the
liquors.
thing too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
So before we wrap up the first segment, there's a raffle too, right?
There are two raffles.
Two raffles. What goes on? Tell us about those raffles.
There's both a 50-50 raffle and a tricky trade. We normally have somewhere from 10 to 20 baskets full of all sorts of items that folks go for, and it really is a popular and fun event to participate there at the Taste of Elizabeth. So there's two ways, just outright 50-50 and then the tricky trade basket raffle.
Is there a parking fee to get into the Renaissance?
No, parking is free.
No,
Parking-
but the note on parking is come early to the Taste
I know,
of
because it
Elizabeth.
gets really
It
crowded
does
back
get
there,
crowded,
the parking
yes.
lot. Plus, they have the hotel customers. So, just before we close, time, date, place, and how to get tickets.
Okay, October 17th at the Renaissance Newark Airport Hotel, 5 to 8:30 p.m. Tickets easiest way is to go on to our website, www.elizabethrotary.org. There is a section where you can order tickets, and that's probably, unless you know somebody in the club that you can buy them from, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Ken, Art, thank you for joining me on the show.
All right, thanks,
I
Mayor.
appreciate your insight. And please stay with us after these messages, where I'm going to be joined by Mr. Paul Conti, who is the Edison Culinary Program Instructor, and some students who are not only learning how to cook, but also will be part of Taste of the Towns.